Things to do with a dive bezel that have nothing to do with diving. Cooking. If you're like me, you're not an aspiring chef. You just throw stuff in the pan, head back to your computer and realize it's burnt when you smell charred meat. With this watch, which I can't stop wearing by the way, I just set the bezel to track the cooking time. Parking meters. In places where parking is free, I automate the process with a device like this. Please check what is legal in your jurisdiction before buying anything. When I do need to pay, I'll take a picture of the ticket with my phone. But if I'm already wearing a dive watch, it's just convenient to also set my return time on the bezel. Laundry. Same idea as cooking. Okay, your laundry won't self-destruct if you forget it most of the time. Sure, you could set an alarm on your phone, but your phone isn't strapped to your wrist. And no, I won't get into the eldritch nightmare that smartwatches are. I even dislike digital watches with alarms. Childhood trauma, accidentally setting alarms while putting my school bag or jacket on. Only for them to go off in the worst possible moment. Never again. By the way, there is an upcoming video about a watch I own now for 16 years, over which I have very mixed feelings about. Stay tuned for that. Exercise. If you lift weights, you can time your breaks between sets. Or, if you're running a route and want to finish in a certain time, the bezel can track your pace. Pomodoro technique. There are people who explain this far better, and you have to test it for yourself. But basically, work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and repeat. The bezel makes it simple, no phone needed. For the perfect cup, I usually take double the time written on it. Or even more. Set it here, and I know when the tea bag served his purpose. Time zones. Yes, there are GMT watches, but this isn't one. Still, we can make it one. Just make a bezel marker your new 12 o'clock and turn it where it needs to be. For me producing English content, it's good to know the time in the US. Well, one of them. Seriously, how do you deal with 4 time zones in one country? Feeling for time. When I stop at the gas station or grocery store, I like to know how long these unavoidable tasks take. I wouldn't bother with a phone timer, but a quick twist of the bezel? Easy. This one's the most powerful, but it defeats the purpose of everything before. It's just fun to play with it. If you're quitting smoking or just need to fidget, a dive bezel can keep your hands busy. In a tense conversation, you might not want to touch your nose or beard. That gives away nerves. But casually spinning your watch, that might even assert some dominance, depending on the watch. Of course, for that, you need more than a humble Seiko. Speaking of watches, I've just added this new dive watch to my collection. I won't review it yet. I want to live with it long enough to give you the truth. The channel's name is Long Term Review, and I mean it.